Caring, kind, supportive, passionate, loyal, amazing teacher, the coolest mom. Heidi Presley is described as having all of these qualities by her family and her peers. But on September 18th, 2015, her family almost lost her. On her way home that afternoon, a stray car slammed into her, and her car was thrown off the road and into the trees. In a crash that would have been fatal to most, she was lucky to make it out alive.
The pelvis had pretty much just been shattered, so that seemed to be where the most of the injuries took place. But I had everything from a broken arm to a fractured sternum. The spine had separated from the sacrum.
Heidi's road to recovery was difficult. She was prescribed numerous medications including Oxycontin, oxycodone, Percocet, and Valium, among others. She also experienced seizures 3 days after her release from the hospital.
So when the seizures started, that changed the dynamic of it because they were unpredictable and there was no root cause that was able to be identified.
For someone with such a bright and colorful personality, Heidi's medications caused her to become a shell of her former self.
It's like being under a cloud and you just can't see the sun poke through. It felt very similar, like I was constantly in the fog. I compare it to being underwater and you never break the surface. So you're aware of things that are happening around you, but you're not really present for them.
I kind of had to step up into my mom's role a little bit and kind of take charge, and I'm sure my brother and sister loved that. But yeah, it was weird. It was a weird adjustment.
After over a year of taking prescribed medications, Heidi decided to look into alternative treatments. After a friend's recommendation, she went to Colorado and found the solution to her problems: CBD.
It was such an immediate shift. There was a clarity there that had not been present in the past year and a half. So it offered a little bit of hope.
It took, I want to say, like 2 to 3 months for the effects to really start working. But once it really started to work, you really got to see that shift. She was able to really get up in the morning and walk on her own 2 feet without having to use the support of the cane or a walker.
Following her revelation with CBD, Heidi decided to share her experience with others through her LLC, The Elm Tree.
She is positive and a really caring individual. And she didn't just try to throw a bunch of product at me when I first met her. She really listened to my story. She listened to what my concerns were.
It is hands down the one thing that has helped me the most. It's something that I was able to medicate with and stay present in my children's life, in my wife's life, in my life, in my career.
Heidi has helped so many with her CBD products, but she would not be here to do so without the one thing that motivated her to keep going throughout her recovery.
At risk of sounding maybe a little cliche, I think it just kind of comes down to her family.
With the help of her family and friends, Heidi is now able to go back to doing what she loves, teaching and inspiring others while being the coolest mom to the people she will always love more.